All right, welcome to PAR's beta tournament number 7. We're about to get underway. There's 10 seconds left to join, but of course, the starting process is manual, so there will be some amount of grace period before everyone's in and we can get started. These are always very exciting nights, and we will be monitoring the situation very closely. Normally, the first game is I will be working the booth solo because everyone will be playing. But as always, once people start to drizzle out, they can start to join me in the broadcast booth. So here we go, underway, question number 1. And we have people already sending nags. Okay, all right. Donate a pair of socks. So that prompted a lot of people to respond immediately. And here we go. People are coming in pretty much. Oh, about half the people timed out. Okay. All right, a politics question. Southpaw immediately jumps on that one. He's very well known for his memorization of various politics subjects, cabinets, congresspeople, elections, things of that nature. And here we go. The results of the second question are in. Ben atop the board. Andrew Watley, Seth. Oh, new player. Not familiar with this name. Here we go. Pixar film. Let's see. Okay. Praying Mantis. So that will obviously tell a lot of people what. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Yeah, why is Pizza here? Why are you not playing? All right, question number 4, video games. Wonder if anyone will get that immediately. And they do. Oh, a lot of, we have some Minecraft players here. They get it immediately. Everyone else will have to work it out from the letters. We see Ender and we get Dragon. There we go. Okay. Let's move on to the top 8. We have B2, EY Hung, Indra Copper, some familiar names, Lance. What is an individual tree? Okay, a lot of people got on top of that immediately. There are not that many individual trees that are asked about. And this Charter Oak of Connecticut is of course one of them. I believe the story behind that is that it was where the original Constitution of Connecticut was stored, something to that effect. All right, and we have EY Hung and B2 clearly above the pack for this one. The anthem, who knows the anthem? All right. Very, very timeline and genre dependent for a number of our players, depending on the generation they grew up in. Of course, as is usual, it's very highly dependent on the random number generator for what era a lot of these questions will be pulling from. All right. We're looking for an individual island, and there we go. A lot of people were able to get it right off of a or right off of the capital clue. Let's move on. Let's look at the cutoff line right now. The last 4 in, first four out, last 4 in. Who is struggling with this one a little bit? Jenga Jam, he will take a hit on this. Watley near the line is taking a hit on this. Looks like the cutoff line is quite a few people hovering right around the -1, -2 mark. Oh, several people jumping right off the Sankoff and Hein clue. Don't even need, obviously the Newfoundland clue is the big one from here. Okay. Oh, and we see from fan favorite, familiar face, Rowan is up to number 2, tied with AK, another fan favorite familiar face, AK. Both of them are 2-time tournament winners, so a lot of familiar faces near the top. All right, who can name the UK prime ministers in order? Wow, surprisingly, Evan, our reigning UK mastermind, is not one of the first one in on that one. Southpaw, of course, the politics expert. And B2 just completely decimating this field. 20 strokes ahead of second place right now. All right, we're looking for atmospheric layers. A lot of people negging. And then, of course, the final clue being the electricity element is most useful. And we see here about 10 strokes separate 10 players at the cutoff line. All right, who plays bridge? The 7 of diamonds. What is the... Okay, we have one bridge player, EY Hung. Best Ken ever, doing some damage on that one. Okay. With 3 questions left, again, about 10 strokes separates 10 positions, so it's anybody's opportunity to jump into the oh wow, look at that. Drive into deep. A big time sports player. He is jumped right on that just based on the year. Very, very impressive. 1 AU away, Dr. Dave, Watley, some of the other players able to jump on that clue immediately. 2 more clues left, and the cut line is getting very spicy. Oh, and we have a visual clue. Does anyone just recognize the picture? It doesn't look like that they do. So now we'll have to work on the words. And oh, that first name being 2 letters was a big giveaway. So we'll see who is able to play defense here. All right, last question. We have the cut line right here. We'll see how our players do right around here. This Italian composer, director of the Habsburg by the Habsburg court. Okay, who could it be? All right, several players are in. Let's look at the cut line. So Joe, right at the cut line. Strong performance here. Let's see if that's enough. And there it is. Watley and reverse engineer just missing the cut by 2 strokes. PHQ, FCVH, 22, Lance J, Bobby Ganoush, last 4 in, right above the cut. Very, very strong game from a number of players. Good job to everyone. There it is, and at the top, some familiar faces once again. B2, dominating performance, 18 strokes over second place. The distance from him to second is the distance from second to 9th place. Rounding out the top, we have AK, winner of the last 2 tournaments. Dan Feitel, frequent entrant into our fastest 4 for tournaments. Southpaw, Road Clown, aka Rowan, EY Hung, EWL, 1 AU away, Greg Shahadi, Patrick Nolan, Ben in there, Ben Rothenberg in there. Some very strong players. B-Way, who's been in 2 fastest 4s, I believe. Very, very, very compelling first round. Good job to everyone. All right, so we're about to start round 2. Let's see if, and I'm going to be communicating with our Discord channel. Anyone want to join me in booth now? Let's see. Okay, so a lot of chatter in the booth right now, or I'm sorry, in the Discord channel right now. People discussing where they came up short, where they thought they did well. Very, very, very good banter among all the contestants. Very good sportsmanship. All right, and here we go. Round 2 is beginning. Here we go. All right, so a number of people were able to jump on just the clue about the year and the genre of the film, and here we go, the town. We have 28 players this round, so we will be cutting 14. Here we go. Who can just, oh right, several players able to just link the successor with the of the Mughal Empire, Humayun to Akbar. Very good recall there. Wait, what happened to Ben? Did he not sign in time? Did you not join? What happened? All right, we're looking for an article of traditional Korean clothing. Most players able to... Oh no, Ben really did miss the opportunity. All right, this is a very famous story about Manet. The two paintings are Luncheon on the Grass and Olympia, both of which, as per the clue said, attracted controversy due to the subject matter. And right off the bat, we have EWL, B-Way, Goblin Bong, Hot Pie, Dan Fitel, B2 at the top. All right, no one wants to jump on that one. The big clue there is Rosie, so... Okay, a little bit of a struggle for Evan. Comparatively, everyone else immediately jumped on the Rosie clue, and he was the only one who struggled on that. Not that it matters when you're in first place. Okay, one of my wife's favorite stores, Marshall's. They have a lot of great stuff there. Here we go, math. Yeah, a lot of people negged with one. They thought that we would just be asking about the length, but in fact we are asking you to take the length and perform one more step. All right, everyone's favorite subject, vocab. We got Lance typing in the Discord as he's playing. All right, so we're looking for a South African author. Mostly our players will be needing letter help, but AK, Patrick Nolan, B-Way, some of the ones to get it in immediately without much letter help. So that is very impressive. Next, we have geography. Oh, okay. So Evan and Rowan right on top of that one. Yeah, so Belize, the only Central American country that has English as its official language. So that's a small connection you can draw there to help a little bit. Well, we'll see if Southpaw can jump on this immediately. He does not. 13 days, what is that about? That is about the Cuban Missile Crisis. So who was the Secretary of State during the Cuban Missile Crisis? That would be Dean Rusk. Wow, you would expect Southpaw to make up some ground there, but he did not. It's unfortunate for him. He is still below the line right now. We have 4 questions left, and all right, so a lot of players jumping right on top of this one with Ceviche. Let's go to the cutoff real quick, and we see that About 8 strokes separates 7 positions. Last 4 in, first 3 out. Some players with still an outside chance to get in. All right, who knows what that name is? Oh, Southpaw, big move. Big move. A couple of tough clues here, so he might be able to gain some ground here. Jumping on the big clues on that one was very helpful for him indeed. And with that, he is now just 5 strokes outside of the last position with 2 questions left. We have a few Russian sounding names. Okay, we're looking for an instrument. Oh, he lost some ground there. Stan with a minus. Oh, Stan coming out of nowhere, -7. Now only 1 stroke behind. 3 strokes separate 5 positions. Last question. Let's see how our players do here. All right, we're looking for a casino. It's an optical phenomenon. So what is that? Oh, a lot of players are going to get that. Oh, Stan sneaking in. Stan got in. Oh my goodness gracious. Who is this guy? He came out of nowhere. He was not even in the running until the last 2 questions. Goodness gracious. Oh no. Oh, he was, but EY Hung snuck in there. I spoke too soon. Oh, EY Hung. He got a -4 at the last seconds to save his spot in. That's incredible. Wow, what a second round. Dependent Orange Stan, 1 AU away. NACL Southpaw, some of the players just missing the second cut. Wow, what a play by EY Hung at the very end. Let's look at the top again. Evan, AK, Bway, Rogue Clown, B2, Goblin Bong, Hot Pie, Dan Fitel, Physics, Steady Indigo, Patrick Nolan, Injured Copper. Oh, Copper snuck in there too. I saw he was struggling for a long time. Because you still got negative. You still had room to go up. Just like that, wow. Amazing, what a second round. All right, so we're looking at now the top 14 players will be cut down to 7, and then the 7 will will create the fastest 4. Okay, let's check the Discord. Oh man, yeah, several players expressing that they could have done better. That is very interesting, yes. Evan does not know what Marshall's is. Very strong round from our top players. All right, so the next round is set to begin. I'm going to add some of the players who have been cut into our booth so that we can have some interviews, have some chatter. That should be very fun. So I heard that Lance was interested. Let's bring him in here. Okay, we're having a little bit of a technical issue here, so let's get that straightened out. Oh, interesting. It looks like the scores were treated. That's why it looked like Stan made it from the end of the game, but Eli hung in the scorecard after. Interesting. We've never encountered this before. Okay, so let's figure it out. Oh, am I joined by Lance here?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I am doing okay. Tough round two, but a lot of really interesting stuff I should know, so it's a success for me.
Okay, okay. But yeah, thank you for joining me in the booth. So let's they're trying to work out this issue right now with the scorecard. Um, Let me just fill in what I saw here. I saw two results also. Um, and let me say can help figure it out. I will vamp in the booth. Okay, so they will figure that out. Let's talk about let's go back to round one actually. So round one, you were finished in. Let's see, where do I see your
I
name?
believe it was 26th,
Yeah, there you go.
somewhere around there.
Yeah, so all right, but hey, making any cut is never a small feat. So what questions in there did you what questions in there did you feel like you had a good handle on, and which ones did you think you lost some ground on?
A question about Minecraft was certainly a boon to me.
Yes, I
Being
see
able
that.
to grab that for -6, and then borscht. I think it
Yes.
was I think everybody had that fairly quickly, but I'm very weak on food, so being able to do average on that was pretty good. And then pretty much just I did not know that the ionosphere was a thing, so I
Mm,
will have to remember that. So that was definitely my worst question was George McGovern, who I did not answer, but
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, the Minecraft one, yeah, several players were able to get in just based on the clue, which was leading you towards which game it was before it's stated explicitly at the end. So that's definitely an advantage. The food and drink one is a running joke in Par that the normal deck has a questionable variety of food questions, and the way I always describe it is. There's not that many ways to tell food apart. Like it's way harder than it sounds. They mostly use the same few ingredients. So, but of course, tournament questions will be a lot more pinned in that regard. So that was a great job on that. I noticed you did pretty well on Good Charlotte. I was saying on in the broadcast booth that that a lot of the popular music questions and to some extent maybe the TV and movie ones you're at the mercy of RNG on that one because if it's in your generation, if it's in your rough age scale and maybe genre of interest, that will come very easily to some people and be quite a struggle for others. So good job with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And the anthem is obviously an instigate for some people and
Yes,
absolutely no help to others.
exactly.
So
And there
caught
was
the right side of variance there.
yeah, and then there was one other one. I'm looking at your scorecard right now, and I was so I did so the Le Corbusier one. I was wondering if anyone would get it just from the photo, and surprisingly, no one did. So, what did you think when you saw that photo? Did any part of you was like, "Huh, I've seen this guy before," or was it just completely like, "Nah, let's just wait for more"?
No, I just kind of disassociated until I saw architect.
Yes, yeah, you cut out a little bit there, but I think I was understanding what you were
Oh,
saying.
Swiss architect.
Yes, exactly. And the
Yep.
letters help a lot too because when your first name's only two letters, it
Hmm.
helps a lot. Yeah. All right, so let's look at the scorecard for. Oh, do I have enough time to look at the scorecard? I can't tell if game three is about to begin or not. We can look real quick. So in this game, you missed the cut by let's see. Okay, a few strokes. It was okay. Tough round. Like the top scores, you're really going up against complete giants there. So absolutely nothing to worry about there. Uh, oh, okay. So again, you did very well in the food question. And you got Balalaika. You ended
Ye-
very strong. Ceviche, Balalaika, Mirage. You had three big birds there in a row.
mhm.
Nadine
Yeah, it
Gordimer,
got
that's tough
me
rolling for
almost
you.
to the
Yeah.
top half of the bottom half. Yeah, I
Yes.
I don't know Nadine Gordimer at all. That's
Yeah.
Gordimer and Dean Rusk. I was able to get in with the blanks that that I put that together once the squares showed up,
Yeah.
but I really know nothing about either of them.
Yeah, so it's one of those things I always say. Like the letters is a people can think of it as defense in a way because if you don't know it based off just the clue,
Hmm.
maybe you've at least seen a name somewhere, so that once you see the letters, it will be able to jog a memory in that regard. All right, here we go, round three beginning, and we start off with a very niche film. One that B2 has not seen, Evan has not seen. So right off the bat, some of our top performers in the earlier rounds struggled with that one, or I could be starting with quite a few strokes behind the cutoff line. All right, we go to art and architecture. Oh wow, now this is more in.
Never mind, haven't got
Yeah, I was just about to say
it.
this is now we're talking highly academic subject. Evan made up all that ground and then some. Habitats 67. Who knows what that is? Very, very interesting. Canada tax. He's like you. He's typing in the Discord simultaneously while playing. Notice that people are able to do that with their full focus, but that's just amazing. All right, we're looking at Mario Vargas Llosa novels. Who knows?
Ooh,
Who can play
greenhouse,
some
nice
defense
pull.
here? It's all going to be about recognition. It's going to be all right. And again, like sometimes those one or two strokes make all the difference. So you have to play every bit of defense that you can. We have some big names below the lines. All right, planets.
Yeah.
That narrows it down quite a bit. Oh, okay. So only most players were able to get that immediately. Some players lost a little bit of ground. All right. Next off, we have philosophy. What could this be? All right. It's a specific act of worship. What could that be? Oh, B-Way, minus 12. Dependent Orange, minus 10. Okay, several players making up a lot of ground there.
Wow. Yeah. Still B2 in the bottom half. I imagine he will get back up,
Yeah,
but there's only 10 questions, and this is a
climbing,
tough
climbing,
crowd. So,
climbing. All it takes is out one or two questions that. All right, so who watches this show? Some of our players clearly do.
ooh, yeah, this is minus 10 for some and plus a million for others. I imagine very tough.
Ooh, Rowan
Also,
struggled with that one
spoilers
also. Oh, sorry.
for those of you with season 3 queued up.
Okay, we're looking at a vocab word that starts with L.
Wow.
All right. Everyone is in. Dependent Orange had the biggest play there. Rowan made a pretty big play. Popular music. All right. Okay, so again, depending on your Asian genre, this could be. Oh, okay. Hot Pie gets in there. Greg losing some ground. Our leader Goblin Bong losing some ground.
A
Uh,
tie at 7th. Interesting. This is a great question. Winnipeg. Winnipeg.
oh no! A lot of players. You have to think West Side Story. What are the gangs? Yes, Sharks and Jets. All right, 5 questions left. We have 5 strokes separating about 5 positions. Last 4 in, first one out. I always like to, depending on where the scores hold, it's always a matter of how many are able to sneak in with those close scores, and how many will. Only 2 players even got that at all. Wow, Cap Gemini. Not a lot of MBAs in this group, I guess. 4 more.
Yeah, kind of a par 17, kind of a negated downside, but Yeah, very. Wow.
Okay, all right. So this is going to be. Some players are going to lose a lot of ground here. Uh, Many of our players got in. Hot Pie lost some ground. Greg is about to lose some ground. Okay, so
Wow, yeah.
all right,
Greg
that
4-back,
last slot
Rowan
is at minus
6,
22 right
Brandon
now.
10.
Greg, Rowan B2 in striking position. Oh, big play by
And the
B2
minus
and Rowan.
10.
Just when you think they're out, they push him back in. The exclamation points will help a lot. But does Hot Pie know about the exclamation points? He's having trouble with it. And just like that, he's immediately below the line. 3 more questions to go. It looks like
Video
it
games.
looks
Here
like
we
it's
go.
4 players vying for that last position. A theme song, okay.
Baba
Okay,
Yetu.
so this is what is the game in question is, I'm gonna spoil it for people in a few seconds. Civilization 4, and the famous theme song is, oh, who can get that last vowel with that 1 stroke difference? Rowan is now in that last position. Okay. Hot Pie lost a lot of ground in those 2 questions. 2 more questions. Culture. Whether this home altar offering, playing Dia de los Muertos, do people know what that's called? Do they know what that's called? Some people do. Let's see who is having trouble with it. Okay, this one looks like most of the players in the middle did okay. So the rich will get poorer, and the poor will also get poorer on that one. So I didn't know how to finish that analogy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
last
comes
question.
down to math.
Yeah, we have 3 players vying for the last position. Rowan, 5-stroke lead. Oh, and there it is. Everyone knows what that is. Not a lot of drama going into that last one. Wow, incredible. Incredible. And there is your top 7, Evan, Goblin Bong, AK, B-Way, Dan Fitel, Dependent Orange, Rowan. Most of those have been in Fastest 4s before. I can't say the other F4 phrase I want to because it's copyrighted. But most of these players have been in there. Dependent Orange, I believe, has not. So this could be this individual's first opportunity to do so. Physics, B2, Hot Pie, Greg, just below the lines. Very strong performances from some of these players. Good job. Wow, that was a very dramatic finish.
Incredible game.
How do you think you would have fared with this set?
I let me look over it. I think I would have been better than average on Cube, Joffrey, the Jets, Baba Yetu, and Afrenda and Lemma, but I think I probably would have finished right around where Patrick Nolan did on this one.
Okay.
Just not just they mostly didn't land for me either. This is tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough game, folks.
That's the beauty and the curse of when it's a graded on a curve, so to speak. You can have an amazing game, but if everyone in front of you is even more amazing, then the dominoes will fall where they may.
Absolutely.
All right, and with that, 7 players vying for the fastest 4. And now, a word from our sponsor. Hey, actually, we don't have a sponsor yet, but that's a great opportunity for everyone here. As you can see, this is a great format with natural breaks in play, perfect for someone to swoop in with a short message. So whether you're selling doorknobs, doorbells, peanut butter, regular butter, cocoa butter, or I can't believe it's not butter, why not talk about your good or service here? Just a reminder as we prepare to move into the next phase of our launch. This is a great format for presenting commercial breaks. Now, back to the action. So, I'd love to have you stick around for one more game. This is quite the murderer's row here.
Yeah, I would love to watch this one, and then hopefully you can grab one of these folks that just misses, and they can do the top 4 with you.
Yes. So,
because they will know more than me.
If you were going to handicap this field, who do you think the fastest 4 will be?
I think it will be. I'm gonna go EWL, AK, and then I think it's going to be. I'm gonna take Goblin Bong, and then I'm gonna take Rowan at number. I'm gonna take Rogue Clown at number 4.
Okay, so all former champions. Sounds like a very safe bet, but then again, it's hard to bet against anyone in this field. All right, so we start off with a Korean monarch. Ooh, AK having a little struggle with this. Dependent orange took some damage there.
A theater question.
All right, we're talking about a drama Pulitzer winner. Okay, and then the last clue, of course. Now, as traditional trivia memorizers will tell you, these one-to-one works to author, works to artist, things of that nature are essentially uh, drills for players at top levels. So who knows what this is? This is Euler's equation. So what is that? Oh, Dan,
Oh,
you
this
might
is
fell asleep.
unfortunate for
Oh, he's
Dan.
struggling mightily with that
Oh,
one. Yes,
no.
took a little bit of a hit there. All right, sports. Oh, a lot of players think that I wrote this question
Ooh,
just the last few
quite the
days.
bait.
That is not true. So I wrote these questions quite a while ago, so that is not going to be Otani, although that was obviously the news of the weekend.
Yes, an absolutely fascinating story. How can one live on $2 million a year?
All right. Oh my God!
Wow,
Of course
Evan,
he just
Evan.
knows these two people. That's incredible. AK made up some ground there. It looks like Roan's going to take a small hit. All right, so Rowan and
Still
AK
holding on
neck
to their
and neck.
spot.
Yes, yes. Oh, my favorite item at McDonald's. And you can ask whoever's making it to put a little bit of the fudge on the bottom too, making it even more incredible.
That is the most important thing I've learned today.
Oh wow, a lot of
Another
wow. I was when I
Albatross
wrote this, I
City.
thought
Yeah.
that was going to be a very tough clue that first half, but several players jumped right on that. Okay, so now we have a tie for that last position. Looks like the top three have created some separation. We're only at the halfway point. All right, so this one's kind of a layup. Not too much. Got to throw in a few short ones in there to keep it interesting. So not a lot of change there.
Another question where the blanks are quite helpful.
Yes. We go to popular music. This is going to be give a lot of people some trouble. I feel like this is not who can get in at all. Maybe on this one. Okay, some players did. Okay, all right, not too much damage. Some players created some separation. Now there's a 9-stroke difference between AK and Rowan. Ooh, AK, big play there.
Nice, AK. Yes.
And as I should let our audience know too that which letters come up even is up to random chance as well. Sometimes you get a very helpful letter, sometimes you get not so helpful letters. And if you're someone that gets it in early, you are really hoping that your adversaries get unhelpful letters. So in situations like that, you are able to. Wow, Evan did not come in first on this one. That is just shocking.
12 Downing Street. This
Yes.
is another thing I will need to research later. I assumed it was just number 10, so I guess that makes sense.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah, the blanks there help a lot. The 6 letters, of course. Oh well, didn't what? Surprisingly, 2 of our top 4 it was not that helpful to them. So, go figure.
Yeah, likely to be locked up at this point, but I don't know. Video game question.
Oh, Rowan, big blind spot. Mowawo, no, not Mautu either. Oh, big blind spot for Rowan, and that might do it. Mewtwo.
There's a starter pack. Actually, it might just be starters.
And then last question in literature. All right, once again, the one-to-ones with author and work. Uh, Evan Goblin Bong, right in on that one. And there it is, rounding out the top four. So it will be Evan versus B-Way and Goblin Bong versus AK. Whew. What
Yeah,
a last cut.
quite the round. Just just incredible knowledge. Just especially on some of these, the Dakar Rally.
Yeah, just look. What are the first two names? Nasser Al Attiyah and Mathieu Baumel. Complete like,
Yep.
wow. Just well, I'm so for those two individuals out there, just know that your accomplishments are not unappreciated. There are people out there who will see your name and know who you are, even if they are not involved uh, directly within your field. So that must be a great that must feel great for players to know that someone like Evan can know who you are, regardless of what field you're in. So congratulations. I'm going to fill out this
Three
bracket right here.
300 years from now, there will be a tournament that'll start a question with EWL and Goblin Bong were the two champions. But yeah, thanks for having me in the booth. I think you've got your pick for co-casting the finals. I'm going to go ahead and dip and watch the broadcast.
Sounds good. Awesome.
Great tournament, and good luck with everything. Thanks.
Sounds good. See you later. All right, so we have Southpaw in here. I will add him to the booth. Edit channel. I want to bring in Southpaw now to be my next guest in the booth. Southpaw, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. It's a pretty exciting tournament here. Enjoying the show.
Awesome. So, I wanted to ask you, I believe it was in round 2. I thought for sure you were going to get Dean Rusk before everyone. You still came in like very close to the top, but you were not first. What happened there?
Yeah, I was trying to think of through the list of secretaries of state. I knew it had to be someone who served more than one term, so I started from FDR's presidency and I went for Stettinius, who was there for like 12 years, and I was like, no, he was first. So it just took me a second to get to who was second longest serving secretary.
I think you might have overthought it because trying to count like
yeah, I think I did.
Whereas the second part of the clue, the 13 days, was referring to the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Right.
That would have
That's
probably...
how I got it. Yeah.
Exactly.
And it wasn't even Stettinius that I was thinking of. I was trying to remember Cordell Hull, who was the 12
Number
year.
one, yes. He's those longest serving, yes.
I was trying to remember, did Dean Rusk serve the full 2 terms of Kennedy and Johnson? It was actually yes. And he was pretty much one of the only secretaries of state to serve 2 full terms.
All right. Are you watching the tiebreak right now?
Here we go.
A lot of negs in on that music question. They didn't wait till the end, and then this last question. Yep, the most recent one. All right, and with that, AK takes the 3rd seed, and B-Way is stuck with the 4th seed, meaning a first round date with Evan. What do you think? B-Way he's come out very strong in some of the knockout rounds in the past. How do you like his chances against Evan?
Well, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they faced off in the previous tournament, didn't they?
I want to say that you're right. I feel like I want to say that this is something I should know just off of memory, but I am going to check. I'm going to check my uh, the bracket from the last tournament. We're opening this right now. Open with. Yeah, that no, sorry. B-Way beat Rowan in his half of the bracket, and AK beat Evan, and AK played B-Way in the final. So these two have not faced. Well, it's possible they faced off in a tournament bracket stage before this, because I know B-Way has another fastest 4 under his belt. So
that's true. Yeah, B-Way is a player that I pretty much only see in tournaments. Can't count them out, but I'm much more familiar with Evan EWLs, and I never bet against him. So I'm going to pick him to win this series.
Yes. So we're taking a small breather here before the knockout stage begins. We can review some of these games. So let's go to the first round. I'm going to open up your scorecard for the first round. If I can find... oh yeah, look at this. You finished 4th in that round. Very strong performance. You were definitely in first on McGovern, I believe. So I take it you know you can pair running mates and election years and candidates like probably as quickly
I
as
got
anyone.
it immediately. Yeah, from Sergeant Shriver, I was like, yep, McGovern's running mate 72. I wished I had gone for the pristine, because I should have realized I was going to get there pretty early. Had a second there.
And this was surprising to me. You got Harold McMillan faster than Evan, who is, of course, English. So how did that happen? You just...
Yeah, I know a little bit about British politics as well. I know, major prime ministers, and actually McMillan I know about from The Crown, because he had like a couple of episodes to himself where he was the featured prime minister. So I knew that name.
Sounds good. And then let's see. And then what else from this first game? I think you outpaced most people in Le Corbusier. I'm guessing the picture didn't help at all. I was curious if it would help anyone, but it didn't really help anyone.
It didn't help me, but I did recognize him once I got it. I was like, oh yeah, that's him, because I'm pretty sure I've seen pictures of him before, and he's definitely like a unique looking guy. His like fashion style and his architectural style were both very personal, and not he's not a regular looking guy. He's kind of memorable if you've seen him.
So your microphone right now is a little bit it's a little staticky. Do you know if that's something that you've experienced before and you can adjust, or?
I think it's a connection issue, because I just did refresh your browser on R2, so I'm gonna see if I can refresh.
Okay, so it's okay for now. Let me see if we bring someone else in case in case the connection gets really bad. So let's go back to here.
Oh, we crashed. Right.
All right, looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulty getting this next game created. So let's, we can go through, yes, oh, Rowan, a great interview. So let's do that. I am going to add Rowan to this channel. Rowan Clown.
There we go. Here comes Rowan.
Hello, hello.
Rowan, how are you?
Hello there.
I am doing okay. That last round before the breakout to 4 was just a bunch of stuff I didn't know, but you know what? That means lots of new flashcards.
All right, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty here, but that's okay. We'll just fill up our time with a little bit of interview Q&A. So, yes, you had an outside chance going into those last few questions, but
yeah, I was making a nice little rally, and then those last 2 or 3 were just they were stuff I just didn't know.
So I take it you don't know who Mewtwo is.
No, I mean, I've heard the name Mewtwo, but did I ever know that Mewtwo was a villain? No.
Nice.
Now I do, but
So yeah, some facts you can put on that flashcard. He was the last Pokemon in the original Pokédex. He's psychic. He's the strongest in the game. You can only capture him after you've completed the game. And in the first movie, he's portrayed as about as evil as a Pokemon can be considered evil, although he does redeem himself at the end. So there you go. So that's his story in a nutshell.
I knew the most powerful bit. I didn't know any of the other stuff. Though I guess, power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. So I can
Yes.
see how the most powerful in the game would lead to he's a villain in the movie.
He struggles with his identity because he's genetically enhanced. Things of that nature. I wouldn't feel too bad about William Gaddis, though. Like, not a lot of people... I feel like a lot of people didn't get that one, especially since it was the most useful clue was the one-to-one with the work. So that's either you know it or you don't in that case.
Oh yes. Yeah. And no, I think there were quite a few reds on that one. I was not the only one. And yeah, I mean, do I have a flashcard on him now? Of course I do.
Rowan, I wanted to...
Yeah, South
What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask about the third round, though. Game of Thrones question.
Oh, I was very confused because I saw Kid of the Lannisters, and so I typed Lannister, and then I'm like, oh, that's Joffrey. Isn't he Joffrey Baratheon? But it says Lannister. Oh, there must be a Lannister. And then, yeah, I looked, and it's like, oh, it is Joffrey Baratheon. Delete everything, just write Joffrey. Okay, I goofed that one up. So yeah, it was just, I didn't trust my instincts on that one and just got sent down the wrong dead end.
Yeah, that'll happen sometimes. That definitely happens.
Yep. Always kind of stinks when that happens in a tournament game, but, it happens.
Okay, so I'll go through your scorecard and some of the other rounds also. We were just talking about round 1 with Southpaw, so let's go to round 2. We'll open up your scorecard here. Looks like you crushed... you crushed Marshalls. Surprisingly giving some trouble to a lot of people. So what was your strategy on that one?
Well, I knew off-price department stores. I knew TJX owned both Marshalls and TJ Maxx. And so I waited for the boxes to show up, but kind of had Marshalls ready to go in my head, just because, I just knew that same holding company owned them both, and I didn't want to neg, so that's really what it was. But there was a Marshalls where I grew up. That's just something I was familiar with, and I knew the holding company.
Marshalls is a great place. They have very high quality products there. Marshalls, if you're listening, if you heard my last bit about needing sponsors, we would be happy to take your sponsorship.
Oh, I have purchased a lot of things from Marshalls over the years.
And I'm looking at going over the scorecard now. You almost had an all greens in that round, which is almost impossible in a tournament setting. So congratulations on that.
What I feel so silly about is the one that I didn't get green on, the Hanbok one.
Yes.
That's a card I made maybe 2 weeks ago, and it just hasn't come back up yet because I was on vacation and my new cards are a little behind in coming back. But as soon as I was sitting there just like, what is it? Because I made the card while I was just very long, silly story. I was staying at a hotel like 2 weekends back because I was going to some wrestling shows. And, I get back to my hotel after SmackDown one night. I'm just like, okay, what stupid stuff is on the TV? And I turn on 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh,
and
I think I know which one you're talking about, with the Korean guy.
Oh, yeah. With the Korean guy, and they were taking pictures, and they were talking about the Hanbok, and I'm like, that's a word that's gonna come up, and I don't know it, and I need to make a card on it. So I made a card on it, but it hadn't stuck yet. So Of course, it came back up right here.
My wife got me into 90 Day Fiance. All right, and it looks like our first semifinal match is underway. We are in question 3 now. Evan has pulled ahead with an 8-point lead. Video games, character introduced 2001 game. Okay. All right. Another one-to-one, but not the standard trivia author and work. This is a one-to-one level and game. So we'll see who is able to. Oh no, not Mr. Oh,
Chief.
Mr. Both
Mr.
players
Chief.
getting dinged for thinking it's Mr. Chief. No, he is in fact a Master Chief.
Oh, as soon as I put together Chief, it's like, well, I know who that is.
Oh, B-Way right on top of this one.
Wow.
Ooh,
no.
Evan is he's gonna have to play some defense here.
Looks like he's still looking at it too.
Yeah.
There he goes.
Oh no.
Too late.
13-point swing. Okay. Let's see. Vocab. Oh, who knows?
Oh, Basque.
Ask. Okay, great. We all knew that one.
I love how
Yep.
that's just so common in trivia circles. Oh, the endonym of Basque? Of course we all know that. All right, this one should be interesting.
I'm gonna know this. Oh, nice. Stokes theorem.
Wow, and B-Way gets that ahead of Evan, despite Ireland being a British Isle. Very interesting. Third beat on Evan on a BritCon, along with Harold McMillan and 12 Downing Street. Oh, but he comes
wow.
right back.
Oh, no.
He comes right back. Oh, Harold in the wrong place. There it is. And just like that, 1-point game. 3 questions to go.
Rock band. East Bay.
Okay, we're talking Berkeley.
All right, we're giving.
Oh,
some
wow.
ideas.
Oh, Green Day. Green Day. Green Day. Green Day. Green Day.
Oh, I just need to refresh real quick. What happened there?
I'm not sure how I didn't know 39 Smooth, but Kerplunk was instant.
All right. I seem to have been dropped. Oh no! Everyone got DC'd. Shoot.
Yes, indeed.
Well, that's why we
Keyword.
have plenty of spare games to go around. So, well, that's unfortunate. They were just about tied, and it doesn't look like either person was going to pull ahead of the other on that Green Day question. So, I think it's fair to call that game a wash. Very unfortunate.
Oh, Foo-Foo. I've heard of Foo-Foo and could not pull it.
The game is still going. If they can,
Yeah, the game's still going on. I'm watching the game right now, and they're at question 10, and it's a 1-point game. 27-26, beware.
Yeah, but
Author...
no, but Evan got kicked out too. He's saying that in the Discord.
Oh, that's why Evan's not typing anything. That would explain a lot.
oh no, it's.
I'm just explaining that to him.
Yep.
All right. So sorry about that, audience. Looks like we had another bit of an issue with that one, but that one will be a wash, and there'll still be plenty of games to settle a 2 out of 3 between these two players. Excuse me.
No, thank goodness for spares.
Yes.
This is the benefit of having a multi-game series instead of a single elimination as well. You know, you at least have the 2 games that you would have played, and you can still be the best of 3 series without changing the outcome too much.
No, there's a lot of. It's a very good format for trying to make it a fair fight, and also offers lots of options, even if tech decides to computer. And I do mean computer as an insult this time. No, it's not like I spent 7 years working as a professional computer person or anything. So I know all about the highs and lows of computers.
It's very often the people who know something best who have the most reason to dislike it.
Absolutely agreed. I feel like I feel like it just it goes all over the place. You hate something because you don't know it. Then you think you know it well enough that you have it figured out. And then you know enough about it to know that things will go off the rails. And you know enough about it that even though you know things are going to go off the rails, that you get frustrated because you feel like you should know why it has gone off the rails a lot quicker than you do. And that is the story of my, being the 3 a.m. guy at the data center like I was at one point in my life.
Yeah, this game would have really come down to it too, because they probably were close to they were very close going into Green Day. Neither player pulled ahead there. Don't know how well Evan would have known Fufu, and then I think Milan Kundera. Yeah, so that would have been very close. So let's see if this next one will work. And this is first game is a wash, and here we go.
Here we go, indeed.
All right, starting off with some Geo.
It seems Hawaiian or Polynesian.
Oh, Wellington, just the southernmost capital of all. I didn't know the Poneki alt name.
Yeah. I don't know most of these. I don't know most of these facts that I write either. I researched them on the spot and write accordingly. Okay, they're saying we need some kind of audio adjustment.
Oh, Gandhi.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't give the year the best picture winner, but it's like, oh yeah, that was the best picture winner the year I was born.
They're saying we need some kind of audio balancing. I don't really know how to help with that. Let me see. What do I need to do?
Taiwan semiconductor manufacturer.
Let's look at this.
Oh, Asus?
Acer.
Oh, Acer.
Okay.
I see the A, and it's one of the two.
Okay, I'm trying to speak.
Oh, wow. Food and drink, par 18. This is a Yoruba dish.
All right, went from Fufu last game to this one. Oh,
Feel like I've heard of these.
Looks like Evan was.
Oh, is this No, it's not Bammy. It's Akara. Oh no, that is not one I was familiar with. I have a friend whose horse is named Akari, but that has nothing to do with the food.
All right.
Sweet lady.
Roman Pierce. Okay, so it's gonna be Ludacris, isn't it? Oh, Tyrese.
Oh, Tyrese. I haven't thought of Tyrese in forever.
I saw him at a Boston market in Hyde Park one time.
Oh, wow.
A little U Chicago con for you and me. All right, youngest ever.
A little bit of U Chicago. I never ran into Tyrese when I was in Hyde Park, but yay, U Chicago con.
3 questions left. B-Way made up some ground here. All right.
Wow.
Like it's something of Rome. I just learned about Respighi like a week ago.
Big play there by B-Way, but Evan right on his tail.
Oh, Wrestling Con. Oh, Undertaker!
Oh no, he's the star.
That'll hurt. 10. That's gonna make this come back a little bit tougher. 1 question, 10 points. Let's see what B-Way has up his sleeve.
Alaska. There we go. No!
Oh,
And
but it's
he got
okay.
away.
The defense comes through.
Defense wins championships.
Yes, indeed it does. It doesn't matter if you're playing football, basketball, football, or par. Defense does indeed win championships. Very good, very strong performance by Evan. B-Way right hot on.
Yeah, and that was a very American final question, and Evan still held on.
Seems like the big killer for B-Way here was Acer, that he didn't know Acer and he came in +7 and the penalty. If he had come in even a little bit closer, that would have got him the game.
That one, I think I just went shopping for a new laptop. When did I get my new laptop? Maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, and it's not an Acer, but I spent enough time shopping out laptops that at least the brands were in mind.
Okay, Art and Architecture, Par 16. Frida Kahlo.
All right, who can name? Oh, wow, right there.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Big play, big play.
Modi? Yeah. Send it. Here you go.
Oh, snipe for dough, type, or no, sorry, I got it backwards. Snipe for show, type for dough. B-way, you gotta watch those off by one errors.
Okay. Equals US.
Is this any better? I've turned my mic down.
Yeah, I think it definitely sounds lighter on my part. I really don't know how it sounds to the Twitch channel until they inform me, but it definitely sounds lighter on my side. So hopefully this is good.
All right, sounds good. I tend to be loud, so I don't
Oh,
take
no,
any
don't even
offense
worry
at
about
being
it.
told to
This is
turn
what
my
we
mic
need.
down.
We need big time enthusiasm in the booth.
All right, now that I fixed my mic, let's see if there's things I know.
Is going to be Dynasty?
Oh, wow.
Okay. It seems like B-Way is playing a lot more aggressively here, pre-typing a lot of the answers.
Circuit City? Oh no, I don't think they have any stores left. Oh, Kmart.
First letter. It's
Oh,
like I
no.
was explaining to our viewing audience before, the letters are at the mercy of RNG, and sometimes you get very useful letters, and sometimes you get not very useful letters. That was a very useful letter.
Sure it was.
All right, who knows their Yankees? Oh, you get initials.
Tourney Williams.
Those are very useful letters.
That was really helpful.
Oh no, not Benny,
Oh,
not Beanie.
no.
Oh,
No.
that's all right. No damage to either player. Two more questions. B-Way with a 5-stroke lead. All right.
Okay.
I didn't know any of those, but that definitely looked like Czech orthography.
Yes, it did.
Ooh, video games. 8-4. 8-4.
Oh no, no one.
8-4.
Oh,
No
How
one
much
knows
time did
this.
I
All
spend
this
playing
time
that
passed.
game as a child?
Goodness. Oh, I think it's gonna. Oh my God! He
Oh.
tied.
no.
How is that possible? Oh, how is that possible? Okay, so now B-Way has to win the next one to force a tiebreaker because it's Evan 1 and then half for each of them. Wow, amazing.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm as you could see on the Pokemon one, I'm very hit or miss on video games, but that original Super Mario Brothers, that is my video game wheelhouse. I am that kind of old.
That is incredible. I thought that one was kind of a layup, but I guess if you've never played, then yeah, you don't know that.
It's amazing. Like I'm 41, and it's amazing when I play trivia with people, even 10 years my junior, just how much younger players often don't know about OG Nintendo. It's just an age thing, I think, because I'm a lot weaker on current video game systems, and people who weren't born yet when OG Nintendo was a real thing didn't spend their entire childhood playing Super Mario Brothers. or at least the original version.
What an incredible finish.
That was amazing.
That one stroke makes all the difference sometimes. All right, here we go. Game 3. Who is the Canadian member of 60 Minutes? This is this is one that I probably would have been all over. Do they know his name? They do not.
Morley Safer. Morley Safer.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And if we have any Simpsons fans out there, of course, in the episode The Shinning, Homer says, I'm Mike Wallace, I'm Ed Bradley, I'm Morley Safer, all this and next and more on 60 Minutes.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is some Americon right here.
Oh, and that's a lot of letters, too. That's going to be tough to deduce.
Oh, yes. I feel like you know Okefenokee. Oh!
He gets it in there. It saves 2 seconds. That could come in handy.
Doesn't go red, which was impressive. Okie dokie.
Okie dokie Fenoki, you might say. Oh, another video game blind spot. Wow.
Oh no.
Wow.
E Honda. I wasn't a Street Fighter, or I was a Mortal Kombat player.
All right, we're going to start with some tough alloys, and then we're going to move into some simple ones. Oh, wow, surprising
that was
drop
well
from
ordered.
B-Way there. I thought for sure brass and bronze would be the ones to give it away, but Evan makes up some ground there.
Magnanimous? No.
Too many
letters, I think.
Oh, makes up some
Oh, munificent. Well done, EWL.
And just like that, within 3.
Popular music. Gloria Jones, 1964. Tainted Love.
Do.
Oh, the boy.
I always forget Gloria Jones originally did that. I knew it was a cover. I just always forget who.
Okay. Both players right on top of the chess question.
I'm impressed by that. I can't play chess out of a paper bag.
What is
just one N? There you go.
He typed it with 2 N's, then he took it off, and he added it back on and sent it again. Very confusing move by Evan there.
Oh,
there it is.
That would make sense historically speaking.
Exactly.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh, Squitane!
Evan getting beat on a lot of BritCon tonight. This is very interesting.
James Baldwin?
Yeah.
Even Spotchy the James. I was starting to second guess myself, and it's like, no, it has to be.
And just like that, it's 1.5. Tiebreak round.
1-1-1.
So the best of 3 series becomes a best of 5 if you think about it.
Yeah, this is just going... Oh, no.
So there it is. That Evan definitely he got it to within 3 after Munificent. He made up some ground there. They tied on Tainted Love and on Fianchetto. He had a rough go of it with Hellman because again he sent it with 2 N's on Hellman, took it back and then put it back in. That's a little bit of a Butterfinger moment right there. So we are going to go into a tie break to see who makes the final. These are always, I'll remind the viewers, these tie break questions are very unique. They're mostly deduction style. So they're questions that either everyone knows or no one knows. And you just have to figure it out. Try to keep it as fair as possible to avoid if you know it or you don't. and they can be on any topic. Anything can happen. So we will see how this plays out.
Anything can happen, and they're all labeled niche.
Yeah, so you have to be completely on your toes, see where the question is going at any moment. And here we go, 3 questions.
Game starting in 5 seconds. So ready to spectate this.
And here we go.
The best-selling video game console. Oh,
Of all
PlayStation
time?
2. PlayStation 2.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
That's the little beat behind there.
B-Way with 1 stroke advantage on that one.
U.S. president who lived the
Lived the
longest.
longest.
Carter. Yes.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, and EWL stays even on the Americon there.
Good.
Last
Okay.
question.
Stay within 1.
What are we going to look at
Second
here?
most often mentioned
Bible.
character. Jesus? Oh no. David.
Oh, just like that.
Oh.
He loses by 1. Incredible. Oh, wow. That is just
Whoa.
incredible. B-Way, another run to the finals. This guy comes out of nowhere and makes all these fastest 4s, makes all these finals. Absolutely incredible.
He's an absolute buzzsaw.
Incredible. Good job, B-Way.
But who will B-Way be up against?
That is
We're
the
about to
million-dollar
find out.
question.
Oh, 25 seconds until this starts unfolding. Goblin Bong versus AK. Definitely. I think it was the last tournament and possibly even the last 2 I had knockout round matches against AK, and he is a killer. He is tough.
He has won the last 2, I believe. So, is it last 2 or last 3?
Yes.
It's been so long, I can't keep track. Because you won 1, Evan won 2, Adam won 1, and then he's won 2. Yeah, so that makes 6. That's right. Yeah.
And I think in one of them I was against AK in the semis, and one of them I was against AK in the finals.
Yes.
Chernenko.
November 19th. Ain't no a profit.
I should know this. I should know this because November 19th is my birthday, but do I? I do not. And now I do. Apparently it's Obadiah.
So there you go. From here on out, you always remember that your birthday is connected to Obadiah, the shortest Bible book. That's the only thing I know about that word.
You took the words right out of my mouth. That's the one thing I knew about Obadiah as well. Young Turks? No. Whirling Dervishes? No. Young Turks is not this. Young Turks is the Ottoman Society for Union and Progress. I am up the creek, up the wrong tree. That's what I wanted to say. Goodness gracious, brain. You need to start working better before the team finals. French architect born in the mid-19th century. Don't actually know this one. Jean Nouvel. Okay.
All right. No damage for either player there. There you go.
Basic.
Oh, that's a
AK took a little bit of
Goblin
damage.
Bong in the lead. Math to science here is category of fermion. Oh, leptons. A few, I guess, there.
Love it when the players give fan service.
Oh, Haagen-Dazs.
Oh, the spelling
Oh,
is gonna.
Goblin Ball is trying to figure out how to
Oh,
spell
yeah.
Haagen-Dazs.
Oh no.
Oh, that's gonna be rough.
Oh, go for it. Send it.
No.
Ah, that's
Oh,
rough.
he changed it to the E and then to the A again. Oh, D-A-A-Z. He didn't have the end of it. Never mind. Two screen names.
Oh, let's see.
You've got mail.
You're not.
Oh,
That
no,
would be a
no.
good Wheel of Fortune guess. It looked like it could have been you're not something.
Yeah, no, that definitely it fits the blocks. It fits the boxes for sure. 710, 710,
It's
710.
oh, true
Oh,
bowling
colloquial.
aficionados like me and
Oh,
Paul
man.
know that it is indeed not the 710
Oh,
split. This is
The-
in fact harder.
oh.
Big four?
I did not know that. I did not know 4, 6, 7, 10 was considered harder. I mean,
Yes,
it's hard, but I didn't.
It would be.
because it's got all the geometric difficulty of 710, but you have to knock down 4 pins. It is considered quite a bit harder. Yes.
Oh, dark and stormy. Dark and stormy.
All right, so that Haagen-Dazs one gave Goblin Bong a lot of damage. He ended
Yeah,
up-
that was brutal for the spelling. I love how there's an alternate answer of the A without the dots over it.
All right, so that brings us to AK1, Goblin Bong 0, as we head into game 2.
And, should be a tight match. That one would have been a lot closer if not for the most difficult to spell ice cream brand in your grocer is freezer.
Yeah, it's like they
So that's
always.
always the one we had around the house. We always had Haagen-Dazs around the house, but the kids weren't allowed to touch it. That was mom's ice cream.
That's not fair.
Oh, I stole it sometimes because it was really good.
All right, there you go. The formula. Who knows it by just the formula?
Propane and propane
Propane.
accessories. See, TV.
Okay, your price is right.
Oh.
Game.
Showcase Showdown. Go for it. Pull it. There you go.
Huge play. Oh, does Goblin Bong not watch The Price is
He
Right?
knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
Ooh.
It looked like maybe he was just a little unsure, whereas AK was in with that. Oh.
Let's see, 10. Oh. Ooh, AK was
Go
sitting on
for
that
it. Pull the
formula.
handle.
Yeah. Okay.
I never knew that was the derivation, but pastiche sounding like pastiche now makes a lot of sense. Definitely not Flappy Bird.
Not Flappy Bird. Probably not Temple Run.
No. Oh, Clash of Clans.
Okay.
I just had an ad for that game pushed to me within the last couple of days.
I feel like
Never played it though.
I feel like
Yes.
AK's crossword background gives him an edge in defense scenarios. His recognition is top notch.
True. Aberration.
Ooh,
There we
and
go.
Again, just more
Oh,
wordplay is going to play to his strengths as well.
Yeah, he's on it.
We're looking at an 18-point gap at the halfway mark. It's happened before, so all right.
Sure has. House of Judge.
All right, so we are looking for the term
Oh.
for the official court in
Beth
Judaism. Does
Din.
anyone know what that's called? That they both
Beth Din.
get it? Yes. All right, so no change there. 4 more questions. We're looking at an 18-point swing. Oh, this comes from Canada.
Oh, Crokinole.
if there's any ever
I
a
didn't-
time, yeah. Oh, if there's ever
I
a
didn't know
tournament
Crokinole was Canadian. I knew it was the disc flicker game, but didn't know it was Canadian. All the names. Okay. Oh, Jose Saramago. I need to learn my Nobel Prize winners. I am absolutely trash at my Nobel Prize winners. Oh, of course you get an NBA question in there.
Oh, 2 years too
this
soon.
is Toronto. Toronto.
Oh, man.
Theater.
Cats.
Controversial 2019
Controversial.
film, to put it nicely. All right, and just a rematch of the last finals. Oh, look at that. All this work just to get back to where we started. AK versus Bray.
All right, let's see what AK and Boy have in store.
This is like when one team in the playoffs has to win all 7 games and the other team gets 2 4-game sweeps in a row and they're all rested ahead of the finals.
Yes, one of our viewers in the Twitch channel did say the meme line about the Cats movie, which I will not say because we will keep this family friendly for all the possible sponsors out there. But that is the famous meme that goes along with the Cats movie.
Oh, are you kidding? The famous meme was the first thought I had, but it's like, okay, I want to keep things clean. I'm not going to bring it up unless Toto brings it up.
That would have been a great clue to put in the question itself, but we decided not to go into that route. All right, here we go. Finals.
All right. Let's see what the finals have in store. Politics and civics. Cabinet includes
Current
Robert Habeck.
is going to be Olaf Scholz of Germany.
There you
The only
go. Of
chance
course,
that I can-
Southpaw coming in strong with
Oh,
the politics
nice.
and civics questions.
That's good. I wouldn't have thought Germany until Angela Merkel. So very well done there.
Will this finally be the time B-Way pulls through? He has been in several of these fastest fours and finals. Let's see if he can. He's always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Let's see if he comes through this time.
Oh.
Ooh, look at that typing.
Wow.
That typing was. Did anyone else see that? That was incredible.
That was incredible.
Yeah. Snipe for show, type for dough. That gives him a 1-point lead. Ooh, big play.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Opening up the lead here. Every point counts.
I was just making note of that Foggy Mountain Breakdown because the only song I knew from that too was Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, but I'm like, that's not a banjo song.
Oh, a lot of negs here. Okay.
Rousseau.
So he actually lost a point there because he negged twice. So interesting. Very aggressive strategy. Not that it was necessarily the wrong one, but very interesting.
Bunny.
All right. Wow. Neither player right on top of this one. I feel like this is ripe for the taking.
Jabal.
Yes, Jabal Sada in Saudi Arabia.
Feels like a word I need to learn. I'm learning so much from this. Kind of glad I'm not playing. A little sad.
What,
But...
is he like a literal clarinet player? What happened there? Goodness gracious. Good golly, Miss Molly, what happened on that one? He must literally be a clarinet player. That is incredible.
He has to have played clarinet. That was impressive.
Wow, what a -11 on that. I thought for sure no one would be able to get on those early clues there. And now it's AK's turn to be aggressive. He is going to start
Uber. Oh no, not Uber. Airbnb.
So interesting thing about this clue, I rate these questions well in advance, and this clue originally read a number of controversies since inceptions, including listings in the West Bank. And just before this tournament started, I decided to rewrite that one.
Ah.
Good call.
All right, I feel like some math experts might know this. It's a very unusual theorem.
Sandwich theorem.
Ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich theorem.
Is there some other sandwich?
The only thing I know about ham sandwiches is that a grand jury would indict one. Large? Oh, Caldera.
Nice. You would have.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, Caldera it is. I said it and then started overthinking myself, as I do, particularly on
But that's
stuff I'm
okay,
not
because in par,
super familiar about.
All you have to just press enter, and it'll just tell you you're right, so you don't need to worry about that.
Yep.
All right, so B-Way just needs to play some defense here,
Halter.
not give up too much ground.
Yeah, this is a halter. Oh, no, it's not. Leaving.
Halter.
Oh, halter top. Okay.
I believe Halter would have taken. I can double check.
Oh, halter does. Oh.
Yeah.
Just like that, B-Way is one step closer to Yes, Halter would have taken. He is one step closer to recognizing his first
Excellent.
championship after getting so close. Minus 11 clarinet. How?
That was so impressive. He had to have played clarinet at some point. That was just...
Knew it immediately. He didn't even need multiple clues. He got it immediately off the first clue.
Yep. Yeah, I need to get better at my instrumental music terminology. I've taken a lot of music theory, but it's more general stuff and not anything about specific instruments or how they work or function.
All right, and here we go. A potential closeout game for B-Way.
Chakra wheel? Oh, Ashoka. Okay.
Oh, no, not
Good start.
Thunder.
Strong
Oh, the
start.
Emperor. There we go.
All right, 6-point lead to start.
For trade. Old hero.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, Errol Flynn, Robin Hood.
And people will follow Carrie Ewells because unlike some other Robin Hoods, he can speak with an English accent. All right, who knows the conglomerate? What is Walgreens' full name nowadays?
Walgreens.
Who knows this? I feel like Evan would
I
have known
feel...
this.
Oh, it's Walgreens Boots. Oh, Boots Alliance. Yeah. I forgot Walgreens merged with Boots.
Is that another regional chain or something? Boots?
It's a British thing. Boots is basically Walgreens for Britain. Constant.
Oh, if AK would be playing the regular deck more, he would have gotten that immediately. But
Oh.
Boy also does not play too much regular deck, so great get by him. He is now off to a 12-point lead at the halfway mark.
Karelian? Yeah, the Karelian.
Really a sweet.
All right, AK makes up 2 points, one for the Pristine and one for B-Way's penalty. So, 10-point lead now. This is the true halfway point. There's 5 questions left. Before it was 6. All right, a national costume of Tanzania. Does anyone know what that is called? No, they will have to play some defense.
No clue.
Kente is from West Africa. We're looking for something from East Africa. What is it called?
Kanzu.
All right. No damage there for either player. Again, 10-point lead. 4 questions to go. Can AK catch up? Art and architecture, long one. Let's see who can deduce it first.
Oh, they both went for Rossetti.
Yeah, it's not Dante Gabriel Rossetti. Oh, Malay.
The
Go
other
for
one-
it, AK!
Oh, no. When you're that far behind, you have to send that.
You have to pull the handle.
All right, 14 points. 3 questions. Let's see if AK can make a big play here.
Chang'e, yeah. Oh, he typed
Looks-
Chang'e and then had to change it to the E.
All
Or
right, it looks
I mean,
like
the I, then an E.
this looks like it could be it. Barring a catastrophic comeback, Boy will finally capture his first championship after and
Oh,
just
limoncello.
showboating for the crowd now. He knows it's within sight. He can taste it. It's about to happen. He's gonna hang up his first banner with this last question. He's gonna finally get a taste of the mountain. What will this question be? A pen case painter. What an obscure clue. In Iranian literature. Let's see if he can just get it. Put the exclamation point on. It doesn't matter. The game is over. The championship is
Blind
over. It is
owl.
Blay, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible. Knocking on the door this whole time and finally breaking through. Amazing. Knocking on the door for several tourneys. Breaks through. Beast. Let's go. Oh,
That was impressive.
in the manner of John Elway, Kevin Garnett, all these greats who never got through to the top of the mountain until later on in their careers. Amazing.
He has seen the top of the mountain, and it is good.
Absolutely incredible. All right, well, thank you both very much for joining me in the booth. I know you have to get ready for the team finals. B-Way, come to booth for interview, question mark? And yeah, I'll let you be on your way. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you very much, and talk to you later.
Yes.
See ya. Well, I'm still here. I'm not in the team final.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Stick around and see if Boy can come for the team, for the interview. And now we will head over to League, League tab for League Final.
And will this match be open for public spectating?
Yes, it should be. If not, I'm almost positive it is. If not, I'll redirect everyone to my Twitch channel. Let me see permissions. I'm going to add Boy to our channel right now. Let's put it here. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been casting par tournaments for a year, and that was just incredible. Boy comes out of nowhere, as always, to join Just Tournaments, climbs all the way to the top once again. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations to Boy. If he is able to join us, we will have an interview. If not, we will discuss the Team League Finals as we go.
There he is.
Hey, can you guys hear me all right?
The man
Yes,
of
we
the
can.
hour. You should have heard me. I was going crazy in the booth. You have made the fastest four and the finals so many times, and you finally reached the top of the mountain tonight. How does it feel?
It's insane. I mean, I think like not just the result, obviously, but the way it happened. You know, straight sets against AK, and I feel like EWL and I played for 30 minutes just to resolve that
Yeah.
semifinal.
Yes.
So yeah, I feel fully exhausted.
Congratulations. Oh, okay. So the
Thanks so
first
much.
question on everyone's mind: do you play the clarinet or something? How did you know it off that incredibly obscure first few clues?
That's a great question. I do not. The Shalomel clue has come up quite a bit in previous trivia competitions. I think it's come up in Learned League, and I think when I try to learn a little bit more about that, I also went ahead and took a look at other registers of the clarinet, and that's where I found out clarinet and altissimo. So it was very clear. Yeah, it just happened to be a little chestnut that I knew.
Incredible. Yeah, the crowd was going wild for that one.
Yeah, I'm glad they I'm glad they enjoyed the show.
I mean, you put on a clinic. It wasn't even close.
You
Thanks.
really
Yeah, I mean, say it again.
you were you were really on top of everything on that one. Millet, you got incredibly early. Ashoka, you made up quite a bit of ground on that one.
Yeah,
Limoncello -8. Whew.
yeah, I think like thankfully Kanzu wasn't too bad, and luckily AK doesn't have deep Sadegha diet knowledge. I was worried that could potentially be a big moment there. But look, it ultimately comes down to the questions, and I think the questions panned out quite nicely for me in the finals, and it could easily have gone the other way.
Yeah, but by the same token, you did have to grind through 4 rounds and several games of semifinals and finals to
Breakers.
get there. So you definitely have to be well rounded and cover a lot of different subjects. So that was just overall amazing performance.
I appreciate it, you guys. Yeah, it was a tough effort. Glad to finally see the fruits of the labors pay off. Yeah, excited. I love this game. Excited to play more tournaments in the future.
Awesome.
This is awesome stuff that y'all are doing.
Awesome. Thank you very much. We're about to start the
Absolutely,
league
man.
final. I'm glad to have you here. You can call this game with us. So I will give a little spiel for both yourself and for our viewing audience. Team matches, four on
Sure.
four, just like Quiz Ball. Slight difference because they're team and you have more brains working. The questions will be longer and harder. Not a 20-second time limit, but in fact a 30-second time limit. These 4 teams have participated in our pilot league leading up to this moment. These were the top 2 teams, and they will play one game for a winner take all at who takes the pilot league's championship. And as soon as this game starts, we will jump right in and we will start analyzing these games. A few things. Again, the questions are longer and harder. They're more collaborative in nature. That means that not only is discussing amongst your teams allowed, it is actually highly encouraged because you will be at a disadvantage if you do not do so. So the point of this is that you want to get together with your friends, you want to get on a Discord or a Zoom channel and discuss the questions. Discussion is everything. All right, so with that, we can get started.
Alrighty.
So yeah,
Excited to watch. I have not played. Yeah, go ahead.
you can either follow along on the league tab to spectate the game or follow along on our Twitch channel. And whenever it should be starting any moment now, and we will click right in. Is there anything else I neglected to mention about the rules of the league game? 20 questions, one per category, 30-second questions longer, collaborative. Oh, and part of the collaboration is once you answer the question, you can hand out an assist, just like in basketball or hockey. And we highly encourage that you do. And here we go. We're getting started. First question. This is very exciting. The first ever league final. Let's go get it. It is a semi-autographical novel. Let's look at. All right, players are.
Okay, interesting. We have a
Both
couple
teams
of.
knew what it was. They just couldn't get exactly there.
They may. Yeah, I saw that he was close. I did
Yeah,
he was
wait.
he off by
Yeah.
a little bit? He must have been
He
off by
had
a little
he had
bit.
go tell it to the mountain instead of go
Ah,
tell it
yeah,
on it.
that's not gonna be right. That's definitely different. Okay, so
It's brutal.
our teams must be discussing what conglomerate there. Ooh,
Yep.
ooh, Seth coming in
Yep.
strong on that one, and EY Hung saving them with only a 3-point deficit there.
Fast food. Okay, there we go. Yep. Yum Brands owns Taco Bell.
Yes,
Good to know.
Kentucky
He
Huts,
also owned
exactly.
KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Mythological
Exothermic
figure.
chemical
Ooh, there you
process,
go.
also known as fire.
Okay. Yeah, so this is gonna be someone who's been tortured and they're right on it. Yeah. You're looking for someone who's been tortured pathologically by an accipiter, which is like a hawk. That's gonna be it's gonna be Prometheus.
All right, what are we looking for
Okay.
here? Oh,
Damn,
Rowan is
Sim.
sitting on SimCity 2, but that's not what it's called, unfortunately.
Oh
It's called
man,
SimCity 2000.
City
All right, so that means 12 bunch of kids is off to a 13-point lead. But remember, 20 questions is a lot, and these are long questions. It's easy to make up ground with one good question. All right, here we go. TV.
This is impressive sim knowledge.
I see Seth is getting there. Yes, there we go. Seth.
Okay.
Boy, Pasu.
Everybody gets with.
Oh, that's great. That's a great get. That's a great get.
Nobel Prize in Literature.
All right.
Let's see.
But we're talking about
Quite an
theater,
old
so
Swedish man.
maybe
Okay,
not
so we have
Tolstoy.
playwright who won the Nobel.
Ooh, EY Hung coming in big there. This is gonna be quite a bit of ground for them.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
5
This
points.
is a sweet. Oh yeah.
5 points with a penalty, a 6-point swing. Now they're only down 11s. Question 7.
Good Scandinavian playwright solve.
Cricket. Don't think this is in anyone's wheelhouse.
Yeah, especially.
Oh, it's a runner. It's Usain Bolt.
Yes, he was very good at one particular cricket skill indeed.
That, that's also a good solve. These questions are interesting. They're a lot more puzzly than I originally thought.
Exactly. That was the idea behind the team format because, you can play team games in our lobby too, but a lot of those short questions, it's just a race to see who can type it out the fastest. That's why for league games, the
I think
questions, yeah.
this might be for Elise,
Wow, it is.
maybe.
Wow, good knowledge.
Yeah, I think it was a guy named Ludwig Noll who found the piece. Yeah, for Elise.
Wow.
That's a tough one. And yeah, tough classical music
Oh, of
like
Copper, of
Wow.
course, is going
notation
to be
cluing. That's
all
a tough
over
one.
this one. Immediate get
The
with
math.
that's textbook Copper math knowledge for you.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Yeah, he definitely knows his triangular numbers.
The monarch of some country. Okay. Philip the no. Holy Roman Emperor, perhaps. Oh, that's Louis the 13th.
Nice.
His father, Henry the Fourth, assassinated. French Wars of Religion.
There we go. Yeah, Louis the 13th is great. Yeah.
All right, 18 points, halfway mark. All right, a mega franchise. The fourth and fifth films of a mega franchise. What could that possibly be? Oh, and Team Pristine Chapel on top of that, and they make up a little bit of ground. Of course, we are talking about Fast and the Furious.
And I am now watching from the par directly because I was told I'm a little bit behind. So hopefully my
Oh yeah, I
commentary is
noticed that,
more
but I didn't want to spoil your fun,
timely.
so I was like, we'll just
Yeah.
roll with it.
All good. You should let me know. Is this Nepal? Oh no, it's a gold border, so that's not Nepal.
Ooh, big play by Tuba Man right there. Let's
Yeah,
see.
Montenegro.
Ooh, this
Yeah,
is gonna.
We're
This is
all over the
gonna.
Balkans.
Oh, look at
Wow.
that 7-point swing. We are now. They are only down by 4 now. Look at this.
Yeah, this is anyone's game now.
Oh, this is a Winslow Homer. Breezing up.
Okay.
Breezing up is and then you have like fish in New
Whoa!
England. This is classic.
A weather
Yeah.
condition. Oh, this is gonna be
Big.
huge. Pristine Chapel. Rowan with the fog warning coming in.
That's a big
Oh,
get.
just
It's a
like
big
that.
get.
They just
Okay,
and
Copper's
that's, ladies and gentlemen, par for you. Just like that. Span of 2 questions. Now they are up by 9. Pristine Chapel. What is this? 7 questions to go. Let's go.
Is this the Spice Girls?
Someone said it.
Yeah.
Southpaw said it?
They got
Oh,
it.
you
Well
would
done.
have. Oh, just like that.
Nice work,
Now we're
Southpaw.
talking about another swing. So a bunch of kids is now gonna.
Whoa.
Now it's
Whoa,
a 1
when they're
point.
1
Look
point
at
ahead.
this. Incredible. References to the movie and the closing ceremony would have been your average person would have needed those clues, but not these players. That's how incredible they are. Oh gosh.
Oh, Dragoon,
Whoa.
huge in minus
Absolutely
17.
huge.
Wow.
Oh man.
Archaic form of a Burmese
That's-
city. Again, your average person needs that clue. Rowan spits at that clue. They say, I don't need that clue. I'm just going to tell you it's Crab Rangoon.
Rowan playing out of their mind right now. Names for this British scientist.
Alan? No, not Alan.
Oh, so this has got to be Franklin,
Austin
right?
Franklin,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, not Francolin. You got to go Frank. Yes. Oh my God. Just like that 18-point lead built up.
They gotta win these last 4 questions here. Barack Obama.
Obama? Is this Obama? Yeah, born in
That's
Hawaii.
what I want. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Okay, and there, it's right there. Okay, good.
Okay. Oh, they gained 1 stroke there. Every point helps.
No, they didn't because they got the Pristine Chapel did, living up to their name.
Oh. Oh no. Is
This is super. Yeah, this is super. This is
again,
also
no
another
help to either
chestnut.
side there. All right, we're going
Oh,
to the
no.
last 2 questions. Pristine Chapel with an 18-point lead. Vocab and language.
Okay, so we're in Croatia. We're in.
Tell me. Oh,
Is there some kind of Venetian ship?
is this like a
Russia?
pontoon or Vaporetto? Oh.
I think the middle clue is the most helpful.
this
Italian
be?
for vessel
It
of
is a
Ragusa. What is that called?
Oh, Argosy.
Ooh.
Okay, let's have to jump to Italian a little bit.
No idea Argosy had to do with Ragusa. That's interesting.
Ah, no.
I don't know
Does
this
anyone
one.
just
It's
know this
lowest
straight up?
points,
It's
straddles.
going to be highly unlikely.
Oh, this is
Okay,
probably
we're in Africa.
Botswana. Yeah, it's probably Botswana.
Ooh,
Yeah, there we
and the
go.
exclamation point by EY Hung. And
Yeah.
just
Oh,
like
man.
that,
Shafe River
Pristine
flows through
Chapel, your first ever league team champions. Congratulations.
That's huge work. I mean, Rowan especially just played out of their minds. That was incredible stuff to witness.
Incredibly clutch. Let's go to the stats.
And let's
Wow,
go through these
Rowan,
stats
minus
really
68.
quickly. So, as we can, well, first let's look at the game flow because Pristine was behind for most of the game. They pulled ahead. There was some neck and neck there. And then at question 15, they were able to permanently pull ahead. Incredible.
Yeah,
Ro-
and you wouldn't imagine. I mean, with number 13, the fog warning, like you think that's something that swell a bunch of kids or swell a bunch of kids would be able to get, but it just goes to show. You never know what happens.
Yes,
That's
one was
art. Like that should be in
absolutely
EWL's wheelhouse.
Fog warning was absolutely huge. Let's look at this. Let's look at the box score for this. Rowan with 8 gets, and including like of course the incredible fog warning and Spice Girls. Oh, although Spice Girls actually, I take that back. Spice Girls, Patrick Nolan was the one who was able to get their team the advantage mostly on that one. We look at Copper with 9 gets on the other team, also incredible, including the amazing math get, of course. Let's see. Advantage place score. So for our audience really quickly, this means the sum of the differences when you outperform the other team, kind of a gauge of how well you outscored advantage plays. Rowan with a minus 23 to lead the pack. EY Hung right behind with a minus 14. Incredible performance. Good job.
I think some of the gets here were more impressive than the stuff in the individual tournament. I mean, some of the solves that had to be done here, kind of like reading between the lines as to what the question wanted, really impressive stuff.
Well, thank you very much. We're very excited about this format. It has a lot of potential, and like you said, the flexibility and the way we can write the questions to make them very interesting, kind of quiz bowl like with the pyramidal type, but also a little zigging and zagging. It's very interesting. And what we're gonna do is after the new year, we're gonna launch, we're gonna fully launch leagues where you could come in, 3 of your boys, 3 of your gals, 3 of your whomevers. You join with a team of 4. You get in there. You play against other teams every week, culminating with playoffs and championships at the end. It's gonna be a great time. And we just hope as many people can sign up for that as possible. So this was kind of a forerun into that. So yeah, glad.
It's super exciting. I know like me and a few other folks are super excited to play, so excited for this to go live.
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're gonna log off now and conclude the night. Thank you so much. Congratulations once again to win the tournament. You've been knocking at the door and you pulled it out. Congratulations, congratulations to our teams. And yeah, once again, this is Par. I'm signing off. Good night, everyone.
Take it easy, folks.
Adios.